Hi everyone and welcome to Theme Park Worldwide, where today we're here at the Drayton Manor Resort to take you along for a full tour of Thomasland.
So Thomasland is home to 25 rides and attractions, and the area opened in 2008.
And since that original opening there's been so many expansions and new rides, shops and so much more that's actually come to Thomasland, and the most recent edition has opened for 2023. There's a new ride, Charlotte.
Yeah, we need to check it out because we've not really seen it open yet.
Yeah, it's a new water ride, so we're going to go and check that out, show you what it's like. And also in this video we're going to start off by taking a little look at the entertainment that takes place on the train station. We're going to go around the area, look around the shop, look at the theming, and most importantly the rides, and also share with you all of the different height restrictions. We'll be able to take you along on some of the rides as well and just give you a full tour of this fully immersive family area here at Drayton Manor.
It's a good plan since you are coming with your little one.
Should we go and start off with our tour?
Let's go.
And we've got the entertainment that's just started as well, so let's go and have a look. And here's the iconic entrance into this area of the park with the sign just up there, the big gates, and a fantastic photo opportunity. And yeah, what really makes this area is the fact that as soon as you walk in, it's the music, the colours, it's vibrant, and of course the entertainment. You know you want to join in, viewers? Thomas's wheels go round and round all day long. Love it.
Beat, beat, beat. So Thomasland's engines go beat, beat, beat. A beat, beat, beat. A beat, beat, beat. So Thomasland's engines go beat, beat, beat. All day long.
And also what's great about the shows in Thomasland is that it's not in like a special arena or anything like that. They just happen throughout the day on the stage. You don't really need to wait too early to get a seat or anything like that. You just come and stand around here and enjoy the entertainment. And they actually display the show times just next to the stage. As you can see over there, it says the next show is at 2 PM, which is now.
A puff, puff, puff. A puff, puff, puff. The engines will go puff, puff, puff. All day long. One more time we feel it. A puff, puff, puff. A puff, puff, puff. The engines will go puff, puff, puff. All day long. Oh, well done, everyone. Give yourselves a round of applause. You were brilliant.
Now of course Thomasland is a huge area here at Drayton Manor, and there's one of my favourite attractions in the area that we're going to start with, and we can actually take you on as well, and that's Winston's Whistle Stop Tour, which is basically this monorail ride that takes you through an aerial look around the area. I'd recommend going on Winston's first because you actually get to look over the whole area and plan out your time in Thomasland. And yeah, it's a really nice attraction. Like I said, we can take you along for the ride. The actual entrance to it is just outside of the main part of Thomasland. So you can see the station just at the top there. So yeah, when you actually come in through that main archway that we showed you, if you take a right, you come down to these gates just here, and the entrance to Winston's Whistle Stop Tour is just here on the left-hand side. And let's just talk about them ride restrictions for this one. So yeah, with Winston's Whistle Stop Tour, children under 1.05 metres must be accompanied by an adult. And yeah, also worth pointing out, it's a maximum of 2 adults per car and a maximum of 4 guests in total in each one of the vehicles on here. Let's go and give it a ride. And here we go on Winston. Worth pointing out, this has got a nice indoor queue line as well. So if you are coming to the park on a rainy or cold day and want a bit of a warm up, yeah, it's got a nice interior queue line. And we get a great view looking out, not just over Thomasland, but the rest of the park as well off to the left. Well, you've seen that many times before on our channel. We really wanted to have a video focused on Thomasland for you all today. Ladies carousel just down there. And it's really nice when the entertainment's on the stage, like you can see just there as well. Another one of my favourites is just down here, and that's Diesel's Locomotive Mayhem. We've got some games in here as well. There's the main shop, there's a sweet shop. There's food and beverage available in this area too. Harold's Heli Tours coming up ahead, and yeah, we actually make a full turn around the building for this one. So like Charlotte said at the start of the video, the area did open in 2008. This was a later edition, the attraction we're on now. Great view of Harrold from up here. Cranky's Drop Tower off to the left. Troublesome Trucks. The roller coaster in this area as well, and the new ride's just behind that. And there's Rocking Bulstrode just down there too. And the Thomas Land shop over on the left hand side. Honk your horn.
Thank you for helping me with track inspection today.
So yeah, the whole kind of storyline behind this is Winston doing a track inspection, and that's what the audio's for as you're making your way around. It's not the longest of rides, but I do think it's really nice, just a kind of observation over the area. And this used to be, when in 2008, you know, this was all of Thomas Land this side, then they did all the expansion on the far side behind Troublesome Trucks with the new additions up there and made some changes. It's been a big success for Drayton Manor. Yeah, it's a great family area. And here comes Thomas, engine number 1. And yeah, you've got the turntable down here right at the front of the area. And there he is. Hello, Thomas. Hey. Oh, I love it. Right by the stage just here. Some on-ride footage there from Winston. I do really like that attraction. Some great aerial views over Thomas Land.
It's nice just being able to look over the whole area and seeing all the rides, which is great.
Now, as you mentioned, it's not just rides here in the area. You've actually got Emily's Soft Play, which is a play area for children under 1.3 metres tall, and that's located right underneath the entrance to Winston as well. Well, it's nice and quiet this afternoon in Thomas Land, and that leads me on to my first tip for you all, and that is try and come and do this area later in the day, because it gets really busy more in the morning, doesn't it?
It might be hard when you've got kids to try and draw them away, but it's so much quieter in the afternoon.
Yeah, there's lots of other family rides at Drayton Manor to go and enjoy, and then save this for later on. But yeah, here's a look at the ladies' carousel just over here, small little carousel attraction, and yeah, here's the restrictions. So children under 0.9 must be accompanied by a responsible adult. And just opposite, you've got the Soda Classic Cars. And yeah, children under 1.1 metres must be accompanied by responsible adults. There you go. So yeah, you can see the classic cars. These are actually an original attraction before the area came in. I always remember these being here back when it was Robinson's Land back in the day all around here. Do you remember that?
It used to be so good.
And the little dragon coaster that was there. Like, you know, there was like big fruit shoots and stuff like around the area. That was our childhood, wasn't it? You know, but Thomas Land is a big improvement on what that used to be. But looking back, that was like my childhood nostalgia with Robinson's Land. But yeah, here's a look at these just here. And yeah, really nice little attraction. And with Soda's Classic Cars, yeah, it's got an outdoor layout and then goes into a couple of indoor scenes round at the back as well. Thomas Land Games just over there. And right next door, Diesel's Locomotive Mayhem. And yeah, there's a buggy park around here as well. You've got quite a few of those throughout the area. And yeah, here's a look. Children must be accompanied by an adult if you're under 1.2. And there's Charlotte in action just over there. Hey! She's the only one on it. You know, it's a quiet day in Thomas Land when you got a ride to yourself. Full restriction just down there as well. Maximum of 2 adults per car. I do like the theming throughout this area though, all the different engines, all the locos, now all the floors painted as well. Yeah, enjoy any ride there. It's a private hire, it's exclusive for you. Yeah, just filming us on a really quiet afternoon. Weather's lovely, I've just took my coat off, which is really nice. We'll leave Charlotte to it. See you later. Bye-bye. Just next door, Bertie Bus. Oh, here we go again. This is another one that used to be here back in the day before Thomas Land. Bertie the bus ride. Yeah, restrictions. Children under 1.05 metres must be accompanied by an adult. And yeah, you've got the height charts just here with Thomas engine number 1 down there at the bottom too. 1 adult per row. And that's why it's full of adults and they're all in their own row. Why not? Charlotte's still going just over there. Right, we'll continue on with our tour around the area. We're going to head down that way now towards Harold's Heli Tours. I do like all the music around the area as well. And yeah, in the back of the train station, you got the little cafe in there too. And there's actually some seating here, which is really nice, how it's undercover, just inside there. I like these details, such as the Soda Railway Co. just on the top there. And yeah, we've got Harold's Helicopter Tours just down here too. And here's the height restriction. Again, children under 1.05 must be accompanied by an adult. That's the common theme with a lot of the rides, not all of them, but quite a lot of them here in Thomas Land. And right next door, you've actually got this area where you've got lots of the different engines all displayed. So we'll just do a full kind of loop round here, showing you all of these. Yeah, Harold's Helicopter Tours right there in the middle. Cranky Crane off to the left. And all the different photo opportunities with the engines. Engine number 7 just there, says on the side. Comment down below your favourite engine. I think for me it has got to be the OG, Thomas himself, engine number 1. I think that's Rosie just there.
Maybe.
I believe so. Yeah. I don't know them all. I should do. I'm pretty sure that's Rosie. We have lots of great photo ops around here, and it's nice. It's kind of like a train station turntable around here. But yeah, all the times we've been to Drayton Manor, we've never really done a full detailed tour like this, so we thought it'd be really helpful for you all.
If you come in, you can see what's going on when you come.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and they're the scenes that you can see over on the little classic cars ride, and yeah, it just takes you indoors just over there too. And there's the yellow one just coming round. Very nice area. It's a great day for filming this as well when it's so quiet. And there we go, there are your different photo opportunities with the engines of Thomasland.
So here we go, I'm sending Sean on Cranky's drop tower. So the minimum height for this one is 1.05 metres. Here we go, it's a fast one, isn't it, going up? This is actually quite good, this is. I like it.
Oh, it's a good ride.
So here we go, on to Rocking Bulls Road now. I'm going to show you the height restriction for this one as well, if you are going to be coming. So the height restriction for this one is 1.05 metres, and you're only allowed 1 adult per row, and you must be accompanied by a responsible adult. And there it is in action. That's what I like with Thomasland. They have got a lot of variety of flat rides for the little ones and big kids like us.
Oh, I do like the Cranky Crane drop tower. It's a good ride, that is.
I like that. I think it's one of my favourites in the area.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I do love a good drop tower, and you get a great view looking over the area. That's the great thing about this side of Thomasland. There's a lot of higher up rides looking out over the area. But there we go. That's actually only half of the land. We've got all the other side to go and explore in just a moment. And of course, talk about the one roller coaster there is here in the area as well. And that's the Troublesome Trucks Runaway Coaster. Let's take a look. Now this ride is a great starter roller coaster for the little ones. Of course, if you are over the height restriction, that is, and we'll go and show you the board in just a moment. Well, yeah, it's Troublesome Trucks. It just give you 2 laps round. And yeah, this is one of the original rides from when the area opened back in 2008. It was put in for Thomasland, Troublesome Trucks. Here it is, off-ride. This is a great photo opportunity. If you've got family and friends on there, want to snap a picture, you come up to the top. But yeah, we'll go and show you the restrictions board, and then also I've got an on-ride POV filmed with the park with permission that I'll be able to share with you, and I'll put that in so you can see it from on-ride. So to get round to the other side of the area, you need to come back round the front of Knapford Station, and that leads round that way where the other rides are. And there's the stage again for you all. Of course, you've got the train. We'll take you for a ride on that later on, but the entrance to that is just here. But we thought first we'll cover everything down here in the main part of the area. Worth pointing out, Thomasland does celebrate events too, such as Halloween and also Christmas. Yeah, Christmas is one of my favourite times, and you can still see part of the Christmas snow just up there on the roofs here in Sodor. Yeah, and you can see they've now updated the sign to next show, 4 PM, just on there. Well, yeah, let's head round towards Troublesome Trucks. Just show you the restrictions board for this and where the entrance is. Yeah, it's right here, literally on the right hand side. When you come back round, the Runaway roller coaster, and here's the restrictions. So yeah, children between 1 metre and 1.2 must be accompanied by an adult. You can see 1 metre there, and of course if you're over 1.2 then you can ride without an adult. But yeah, it's a good fun ride. It does get quite busy, this one, especially with it doing a couple of laps, hence why it's got a sign there saying 45 minutes from that point, if you're queuing all the way through the station and then down here as well. You know, it can get quite busy, however it is a good fun little ride. And yeah, like I say, I've filmed a POV with permission from the park, so here's a full on-ride POV of Troublesome Trucks here in Thomasland, so you can see what it's like. Well, there you go, full-on ride POV from Troublesome Trucks Runaway Roller Coaster. And yeah, I've got to say, it's a fantastic ride. Great for the kids as well, that one.
I really like that. That's like a great first coaster for kids as well.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Really
it's a good one to start on before heading round and doing some of the other rides. And that's the great thing with Drayton Manor. They've got some good build-up rides, such as Accelerator, which is a very good family coaster outside of the area. Now, as I mentioned, there's been a lot of expansions over the years to Thomas Land, and yeah, in 2015 we saw a big expansion round here at the back on what used to be just car park. Now, Jeremy Jett's Flying Academy used to be located right here, and what they actually did was pushed it further back so they could expand out with the Soda Airport, lots of other smaller rides round here, and yeah, also the new addition for this year is round here as well. And when that expansion happened, we had this lovely photo opportunity arrive just here, which is really nice, of Sir Topham Hatt at Drayton Manor Resorts, home of Thomas Land, and you can see the date down there, 2015, from when the expansion opened. And during busier times, they have also got a small gift shop round here called Thomas Land Gift Co. But yeah, the main shop's just round the corner, and that's open every day, and we'll have a look in there shortly and show you the merch. And let's start off by taking a look at the biggest ride here in this part of the area, and that's Jeremy's Flying Academy just over here. Great ride, and you can control how high you want to go on there as well. It does spin round pretty fast though, as you can see. Obviously you can't control that because everybody goes the same speed, but yeah, you can decide if you want to go up and down, and yeah, depending on how you do it, you can get a bit of air time on there as well. We're going to have a look at the restrictions board and we'll show you that. So yeah, the new ride's just down that way too. Take a look at that shortly. New for 2023. Jeremy Jett's Flying Academy. Children under 1.2 metres must be accompanied by an adult. And yeah, I do like the height charts in Thomas Land. Check your height with Harold. I do like that, with Harold the helicopter. And of course, there we go. Really nice. Jeremy Jett's just here. I do like it with the backdrop of the airport, like the control tower up there as well. Now they've got like the little restaurants at the bottom there. There's just quite a few light snacks and that sort of thing. So we'll show you that. And on the top, you might be thinking, what's upstairs? They're actually different party rooms that you can hire out for like birthday parties, special occasions, that sort of thing. So yeah, that's located above Soda Airport. And right opposite just here, you've got Toby's Tram Express. And I do really like this, very unique ride. Yeah, it lifts up and spins round, and this one, like, it looks quite sickly, like, and when you're on it, it does get you a bit like that.
This one does whenever we go on it.
Yeah, just because it's Thomas Land doesn't mean everything's really tame. Like, yeah, it's like Troublesome Trucks. That's really good with a bit of airtime. This, yeah, it's quite sickly with the spinning. But yeah, height restrictions just here for you. Children between 0.95 metres and 1.05 metres must be accompanied by an adult. So yeah, the height restriction is actually pretty low for this one in here as well. Yeah, and there's a look at it. You also get a fantastic view looking back at Troublesome Trucks over here as well. Yeah, you can see the lift hill for that. There's Cranky, the crane down there too. It is a fantastic area. I do really like it. There it comes. Awesome. Yeah, we're going to carry on around this way and show you the other attractions down here at the back before coming down this way and having a look at the new things for this year. Doodle-doo, gone fishing. So right here in the middle, you've got Flynn's Fire Rescue. And yeah, this is quite cool because you actually stand up and then you're putting out the fire just there in the middle. So yeah, you start to get a water gun on there, and then you're putting out the fire effect just in the middle with the different holes that you can see on the side. Height restriction for this one, children under 0.9 must be accompanied by an adult. Really nice with the fire trucks just there as well, very heavily detailed. Yeah, it's a great themed area, and even all the buildings just around here, very nice. Soda Search and Rescue just over there, and all this came as part of that 2015 expansion. Right, there's another ride just over here. It is so quiet here today in Thomas Land. And this is Captain Sea Adventure that you can see just here. So what happens on this ride is that it spins round, and then each individual boat turns as well. And yeah, it's basically like a splash battle because you've got the water guns on there and you can squirt each other. And before, the guns used to be on the outside. You can see they're covered up now, and you used to be able to squirt people on the ride. I think they've probably turned them off, or well, covered them up. Because mainly a lot of younger kids were riding it, and it's probably not great squirting water at them really. So I think that's probably the reason why they stopped them off. I mean, at least when you're on the ride, you know, everyone's kind of squirting each other, you're spinning, you don't get too wet. Whereas when you had the gun off ride squirting in, you know, people were aiming it at people and that sort of thing. So I think now that's probably the reason why that's covered up. So yeah, it's a good fun little ride. Height restrictions down here, minimum height 0.9 metres, children under 1.2 must be accompanied accompanied by a responsible adult. And inside the cafe right next door, they've got a selection of cakes and desserts, sandwiches and baguettes, hot snacks, and hot and cold drinks as well. And yeah, it's a really good space to chill out inside there. If the weather isn't very good when you're coming down here to the park. Yeah, you can see they've got quite a bit of seating all around there as well, which is good to see, especially, you know, on a very miserable day. Tonight, it's quite nice at the moment, isn't it? It's all right.
On and off, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's all right today, and hopefully tonight's going to be all right as well. We're actually here, of course, for the coronation celebrations, and check out that vlog if you haven't already seen it here on our YouTube channel. You got the little bandstand there in the middle. Little photo opportunity, and sometimes they have the characters down here. At Halloween, for example, they'll put like a pumpkin in there and some other great photo ops, which is really nice. Right next door, you've got James and the Red Balloons spinning balloon ride. Until this year, this was actually the newest ride here in Thomasland. And yeah, with this attraction, you sit in the balloons and literally you've got that wheel in the middle, you can spin that round, and this can get very intense with the spinning on here, can't it?
I can't sit in there with Sean, he spins it too fast.
I don't know what you're going on about, Charlotte. Let's have a look at the height restrictions. Let's check our height with Harold. Children under 1 metre must be accompanied by an adult. And just opposite here, you've got one of the smaller attractions, which is Blue Mountain Engines. Children under 0.9 must be accompanied by a responsible adult. And yeah, I do like all the rock work at the back of this one just here. So this is round the back of Troublesome Trucks. And yeah, you can see you've got the engines just all over here. And yeah, it literally spins round. Nothing much to this one, very chilled out ride. I've only been on it once, I think, myself, to be honest. Yeah,
I've done it once.
Yeah, it just spins round. Nothing too exhilarating, but that's the thing with Thomasland. It has got a nice mix of attractions. And yeah, there's the station building, which is really nice. Right then, let's talk about the new ride over here for this year. And this literally opened last week. It's Thomas and Percy's Submarine Splash. So before, there used to be the photo opportunity with James just at the front, but what they've actually done is pushed that over to the side, and this building was existing before. That's now the entrance and exit to the ride, and you've got the station over there, and this is basically a small little flume ride for the kids. Yeah, and you can see it's got the 2 drops just on there. Very small little attraction. I don't think you're going to get very wet on this one. I think you'll be all right on this water ride, Charlotte. But yeah, just a nice little ride down here, and they've kind of expanded the trough down into the area here too. It's not like it's been built on the side and that's it. You know, it kind of brings it into the area, which is nice.
I think they've done a good job with it.
Yeah, it looks pretty well themed. As we've not been on it yet. Let's head around here and we'll give it a go. Have a look at the height restriction, of course, and show you that. So yeah, this building was existing as a station before. We've kind of changed the photo opportunity here a little bit, pushed it back, which is good to see. And here you go. Here's a look at the restrictions board just here as well. Quite a few restrictions to this one, so I'll read them out for you. So you've got to be a minimum of 1.2 metres and 6 years old to ride unaccompanied. Children under 1.2 must be accompanied by a responsible person who is 16 plus years. And then of course it's a minimum of 0.9 and 2 years to ride accompanied. So yeah, quite a lot to take in there. But with it being a water ride, a few extra restrictions just on there. But yeah, this is Thomas and Percy's Submarine Splash, new for 2023. So there is a small little pre-show area in here as well.
We really need your help to move the submarine from random docks to Dickens Museum.
And here's a look at the station area. It kind of looks a bit like a dock round here. But we thought with it being a nice quiet day here in Thomasland, we'd go on there and give it a go. We wouldn't normally go on the rides in here and take up spaces for people on a busy day. With it being quiet, we thought it was the perfect opportunity to give the new ride a go.
Oh, that's so cute, that is. I love the little submarine boat, so I didn't get wet at all.
No, you don't, yeah. It's got the 2 drops on there. There's a couple of little scenes to look at around the ride. Yeah, I think it's a nice little addition to Thomasland, and it's good to see some more investments in this area here at the park. And it's one of them rides that can really get the kids into going on water rides at a younger age as well.
Yeah, because it's not too big, steep drops. It just gets them working up to it.
It means that you won't have a fear then, like Charlotte does,
yeah,
you know, of going on bigger water rides. But you can go on that, and then when they get a bit older and a bit taller, you can go on Storm Force 10 just over the way.
Absolutely so.
Definitely. Well, yeah, it was quite nice, that was. Didn't get wet at all. It's quite a nice little addition to Thomasland. So there we go, that's the main part of Thomasland. We're going to now make our way just round to the shop and just have a look at the merchandise in there. And then of course we'll take a ride on the train itself. Hopefully we'll get Thomas, but you never know because they run 2 trains on here. Sometimes you get Thomas, other times you don't. But yeah, we'll go and have a ride on there shortly and we'll take you along. Look at the Soda Classic cars coming past just down there too. And yeah, we're going to make our way now into the shop. That's the thing with this area, you've got all the nice interactions between the rides, which is great. It's been nice to take you around for a full tour and show you it. And we've still got some more bits coming up after the Thomasland shop just over here. So yeah, this is also where you exit from Winston's Whistle Stop Tour. You exit into the top just there. And yeah, upstairs, they're actually doing something here in the shop, which we'll go and show you. I like how you kind of follow the train tracks when you come into here as well. And yeah, here's a look at the shops. Yeah, it's huge. You've got a big collection with Thomas merch in here, and you've got the clouds in the ceiling, which is really nice. Fantastic to see. You can buy all the different engines down in here. A little look at some of the prices there. Some of your engines, £18 just there. Seems to be the standard across all of them, I think, there, doesn't it?
They're all the same price.
Yeah, from what I can see. Got the Thomas plush there, £24.99 with Thomas. Yeah, they've got loads in here. Thomas Land branded stuff I think is really nice because it's actually exclusive to the land itself, isn't it? There you go, we've got a price just on there. I can't see one. I can't see a price on there. Is it on the top there? No, it's not, is it? There you go, I'm not too sure. Nice though, they are. Some of your smaller different sets that you can get just here as well. These seem to be between £8 and £10 for all these different ones going across. You get some of the bigger things in here as well. Cool. Yeah, look at that, 34 inches tall, there you go. 25 feet of track. That's it, Trains and Cranes Super Tower, Thomas and Friends. You get all like the little sets that you can buy in here as well, like the Brio stuff. I used to love my Brio Railway when I was a kid.
Brio before.
It's all wooden, like yeah, like wooden tracks and wooden trains and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, there you go. This is like how the track comes.
I didn't
like
realise
this.
it was called Brio.
Yeah, and it's wooden and like they all like connect together. Yeah, you can buy like all the different sections of that in here, which is really cool. Lots of bags down in here as well for Thomas and Friends that you can see. I do like his face just on there.
I didn't realise he had a tongue.
Flip face backpack, £18.99. Yeah. And you got the smaller pull strings there, £5. Yeah, not too bad really.
Pull it to the side and his face changes.
Let's have a look.
So it goes from happy to cheeky.
Oh, sticking his tongue out. Oh. Yeah, cheeky or creepy, I'll let you decide on that one. Well, then you've got all the different hats down here as well. All the beanies.
I like these because they're themed to like the rides, which is
yeah, I always like the stuff what's actually got Thomasland on, all the rides within it. For James and the Red Balloon just there, £12. Like the little shorts, wellies down there, oh they're really cute. Nice they are. Yeah, Winston's on. Yeah, some really good stuff in here. It's a big shop.
Fire rescue.
Yeah,
quite nice.
It is good how they have the ones that are actually branded to the different rides and attractions as well. As you can see, and it's not all just for the boys. You've got things for the girls down here as well. You've got Rosie just on there.
Oh, this is cute.
Oh, little dress just over there. All the caps and things down here as well. And yeah, over here, this is where you actually exit from Winston. However, if we have a little look up here, there's something currently happening at the moment, which we'll go and see. So what they're currently doing actually just behind here is moving the Thomas and Friends exhibition that was down in the zoo area before, and actually putting it down here in the shop upstairs and also at the exit as well to Winston. So you'll come off and yeah, it's all going to be down here, and they're currently relocating that, which is really good to see.
I'm so happy that they're doing that because it's so underappreciated down in the zoo, so these people are going to be able to really appreciate it.
Yeah, because you can get the train down there like we're going to in a moment. However, you know, a lot of people kind of just get back on the train, didn't really explore much around there. So now it's going to be on display for everyone to see down here, which is going to be fantastic. And we'll be heading onto the train shortly. And still continuing on here in the shop, we've got all the books just down there too, which you can see. Yeah, £6.99 seems to be the price standard for the bigger ones. £4.99 for the small ones. You've got the posters just there, £6 or 2 for 10. And all the different books, and you even get the DVDs just over here. Yeah, Thomas and Friends, Monkey Trouble, A Colourful World. Yeah, quite a few different ones. It's a really good shop. Like, they got everything in here. Loads of Thomas branded. Yeah, this is really cool. Yeah, I showed you the classic cars. Said it's got an indoor section. It actually comes partially through the shop here as well, which is a really nice effect. What have we got just over there? There he is. It's the Topham hat plush. 50% off, £12.49 when you spend £40. Oh, so he's £12
If you spend £40, it's £12.
49. I don't know. Oh yeah, I really don't know. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
isn't it? Yeah. That's the most confusing sign I've ever read. So Top Map Plus, 50% off, £12.49 when you spend £40. £24.99 under £50 spend. I don't know. Yeah,
No idea.
I think that's right.
If you
Yeah.
spend £40, it's half price.
There you go. Oh. Safety helmet, £24.99. And you got some more Thomas Land. So did we make that too complicated or
basically,
not?
it should have been £24.99, but it's half price if you spend £40, which brings
Right,
it
I'll
to
see. Right, okay. Got some cases up there at the top as well. The little Thomas dinner set. And yeah, this is actually Thomas Land branded with the flip top bottles that you can see down here, which are £8.99 for them. And you got the plushies down there at the bottom too. There you go, and that's a look inside the Thomas and Friends shop, the world's largest Thomas shop. I do love all the music blasting out around the area. And there's Thomas, engine number 1. You know what that means, Charlotte? We're going to be on Thomas. Hey, let's go make our way in. There he is. See, he turns around just there, here at Knapford Station. Thomas, Rosie and Percy's. Yeah, they've run 3 trains just on here. Let's go and jump on, and we'll ride with Thomas here in the station. And here we are leaving Knapford Station. You know it's quiet in Thomas Land when, yeah, there's loads of empty rows here. But like I say, even if you come to Drayton Manor on the busier days, save this area until later on in the day, and it will be considerably quieter. Yeah, so there's a turntable at both ends on here. It's not a full continuous loop. And when you get to the other end, you do need to come off. And if you wanted to come around again, you have to join the queue at the other end. It is a one-way trip, and it's the same works if you come in this way. Also a little tip for this, it tends to get a lot quieter doing it from the zoo end down into Thomas Land. So yeah, the best way to maximise your day in this area, in my opinion, would be doing a lot of the part first, then heading into the zoo kind of after lunchtime, middle of the afternoon, and then actually getting on the train at the zoo end, Timoth Holt, the station's called, and then actually taking it down this way into Thomas Land instead of doing it the way we are. Obviously it's fine on a quiet day, but a busier day that's much better because it gets very busy queuing in the area. And there's Rosie just over there. You can actually see on a quiet day like today they're only running 1 train, because normally going this way you'd actually go down the track on that side, but yeah, Rosie's parked up just over there. On the busier days there, there'd always be 2 trains in action. Nice little characters to see just down here too. It's only a short little ride, about 3 minutes, and it takes you between the 2 areas. Choo choo. Da, 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 da. Here we are approaching the Timoth Holt station, which is down in the zoo. And before that, they did actually have the Thomas and Friends exhibition, which they're now moving into the upper floor of the shop, which will be a much better location in my opinion. But yeah, it used to be down here. It'd be interesting to see what they do with this building, or if it'll just be like back of house storage or not. But we're going to have a little stroll down here, because there is actually one more Thomas ride down here as well. That tends to only be open on peak days though, but yeah, there's a driving school down here, so we're going to have a look at that. Here we are pulling into the station. Miss Kinley's tea rooms over there as well. I do love a good train ride, but it's even more special when you're riding on Thomas, isn't it there?
I don't know if I've ever been on Thomas, to be honest.
All
Or
the
if I have,
time.
it's been very, very minimal.
We come to this park a lot, and yeah, obviously, you know, we don't always get to ride Thomas. Yeah, it's really nice. Anyway, we're going to make our way just around this corner now, and we'll just show you where the exhibition used to be. Like I say, it's moving. I don't know when that's going to be finished, but yeah, they're currently in the process of doing that. And yeah, you are in the zoo round here. You've officially left Thomas Land, but there is a little driving school round here. I think this needs moving down into the area as well.
I think it does.
In my opinion, it's kind of at a dead end down here, but so yeah, let's have a little look. And here's a look at Terrence's driving school. Yeah, it tends to only be open on peak days. However, what's quite interesting is, can't see the vehicles out, so I'm not too sure what the long-term plan is with this. Personally, it needs moving down into the area. There is space for it down there, and I think that would be good to see. And that's where the exhibition used to be, just over there with the big building. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they do anything else with that, or if it's just going to remain empty or back of house. But yeah, here's a look at the restrictions. Still got the signs out, so yeah, I reckon it will be opening again at some point. Maybe they just garage them midweek when it's really quiet and just bring them out on the peak days. A lot of our visits are on peak days. Yeah, we normally see it in action. But yeah, I thought it was a perfect day for filming Thomasland today with it being quiet. But there's a minimum height of 1 metre and a max height of 1.4. So sorry, Charlotte, you won't be able to go on there. And because it's really quiet today here at Drayton Manor, we thought we'd come back on the train down to Thomasland. Yeah, you've got the small play area over there as well that is Thomas themes. You've gone from having no rides on Thomas to 2 within 10 minutes, Charlotte. After a short trip, we arrived back here in the main section of Thomasland here at Drayton Manor Resort. So we'll exit the train back here at Knapford Station, and that concludes our full tour around this fantastic family area on a lovely quiet day. Perfect. And there's Thomas over there looking very happy, but also quite cheeky as well. He's a cheeky engine, isn't he? And yeah, I think we filmed that in good time, Charlotte. Look at the clouds coming over just here. Some pretty black clouds coming over Drayton Manor. But like I say, the good thing is with this area, you've got quite a few indoor spaces where you can just chill out if the weather isn't the best. Here he comes. And yeah, you've got Soda Sweets just over here as well, the small little sweet shop. But yeah, I do like all the buildings. It's a very cute area. I do really like it here. And you got the official driving licenses just off to the left hand side as well. It's a fantastic family area. I was always a big fan of Thomas when I was a kid growing up, so I would have loved it here when I was little.
I never used to watch it, but I'm sure that kids who do love Thomas will just be overwhelmed.
For us, the OGs, we were like, yeah, right, being a land, but
yeah,
you know, but you know, back in the day. But yeah, I do think now this is a much better area. It's a really nice part of Drayton Manor, and yeah, one of the best family areas in the UK. Well, there we go, that wraps up our full tour of Thomasland here at Drayton Manor Resort, showing you the different rides, the merchandise, and of course the height restrictions. It really is a brilliant family area, and there's so much in there with over 25 rides and attractions.
I really hope that this video will help you out if you are coming down to Drayton Manor to visit Thomasland, help you with ride restrictions, and also show you what rides there is to offer.
Yeah, and we've also gave you lots of tips along the way as well. I'll just say those again. Really, you want to be doing this area later in the day if you do come down. But if you can't do that, then I would say actually taking a left first instead of doing the area on the right. That would also help you if you're coming here to Thomasland, because the rides down at the left tend to get a bit quieter than those on the right initially. It's one of them things when you go to any theme park or big themed area like Thomasland, people see things straight away in front of them and they want to go on them.
Exactly.
You're best going to the back and working your way forwards.
That is the best advice.
Definitely, but if you haven't already, check out our full park vlog from April here from Drayton Manor, bringing you the latest updates. Along with that as well, we uploaded a video yesterday all about the Coronation Street Party here at Drayton Manor, so make sure you check that one out. And of course, we'll have lots more updates on the way as they start building their new roller coaster for 2024. We're going to be filming a construction series and covering it all here on Theme Park Worldwide. The area's all boarded off now, you saw that in the Coronation vlog, and of course we're going to be talking more about that as the build commences later on this year. But from our Thomasland tour, that leaves us with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. We'll see you in tomorrow's video.